Sometimes in politics, all you have to do is lay back and wait. Wait for your opponent to trap himself. Wait for his own principles to work against him. And if your opponents happen to be the most morally upright man in the room, you barely have to do anything at all. This is the story of Ali ibn Abi Talib, the fourth Caliph of Islam, a man of unshakable faith, iron ethics, and perfect character. And this is the story of how all of that destroyed him politically. In 656 AD, the third Caliph Uthman ibn Affan was assassinated. Ali was elected as the new caliph. He had the constitutional legitimacy, he had the religious authority, he had the support of the community. By every measure, he should have won. But one man in Syria had other plans. His name was Muawiya ibn Abi Sufyan. He was Usman's cousin, the powerful governor of Syria. And when Ali came to power, Muawiyah refused to step down when Ali fired him. What followed was one of the most consequential political conflicts in Islamic history. Ali had the stronger legal position. He even had the moral high ground. So, how did he lose? Let me walk you through it decision by decision. The moment Ali became caliph, he did something bold. He immediately fired all of Uthman's governors, including Muawiyah. His advisors warned him. Ibn Abbas, one of the sharpest political minds of the era, told him, wait, confirm them temporarily, consolidate your power first, then remove them. Ali refused. The law was the law. These men needed to go. Here is the problem with that. Ali did not yet have military reach to enforce the order in Syria. So when he fired Muawiyah, Muawiyah simply did not leave, and now he had a reason to stay. He could frame his refusal not as a rebellion, but as resistance to instability. Ali's principled move handed Muawiyah his first political argument. Ali then turned his attention to the state treasury. Under Uthman, wealth had been distributed based on status. The elites got more, the tribal chiefs got more. It was a patronage system and it had brought a lot of loyalty. Ali abolished it immediately. He returned to the original system, equal distribution for all Muslims, regardless of rank or seniority. Morally correct, Islamically justified, politically a disaster. The tribal nobility felt the sting immediately. These were powerful, influential men, and Muawiyah was right there, ready to offer them something Ali never could: money, land, and privileges. One by one, they drifted towards Syria. Ali's conscience would not let him buy loyalty. Muawiyah had no such hesitation. Now, here is where things get really complicated. Uthman had been murdered by a large group of rebels. Many of those rebels were now inside Ali's own army. The public, especially in Syria, were demanding justice. Ali understood the danger. The empire was unstable. Hunting down thousands of suspects immediately could tear everything apart. He chose to delay, prioritize order, and deal with it later. Muawiyah took that opening and drove a sword through it. He reframed the entire conflict. This was no longer about a governor refusing a caliph's order. This was now about justice for a murdered caliph. He hung Uthman's bloodied shirt in the mosque in Damascus. People wept, people united. Ali had a legal case. Muawiyah now had an emotional one. And in politics, emotion often wins. The conflict escalated into full scale war. The two armies met at Siffin. After months of brutal fighting, Ali's army had the upper hand. Victory was close. Then Muawiyah's men did something ingenious. They lifted copies of Quran on the tips of their spears. They asked for a ceasefire. They called for arbitration. They said, Let God's book decide between us. Ali knew it was a trap. He said so out loud. But his own soldiers, the deeply religious ones, the Quran reciters, forced his hand. They said they could not fight while the Quran was being raised. To continue would be sinful. Ali, the man who lived by his principles, stopped the battle. That single moment changed everything. By agreeing to arbitration, Ali was no longer the caliph making a decision. He was now a party in a dispute. Muawiyah had been elevated from a rebel to an equal. He had gained in one afternoon the political legitimacy that months of warfare had not given him. Muawiyah got what he came for without winning the battle. Now Ali had to choose the representative for the arbitration talks. He wanted Abdullah ibn Abbas, sharp, strategic, a political operator who understood the game. Ali's followers rejected that choice. They wanted Abu Musa Ashari instead, a pious, neutral, respected man. Ali gave in again. Muawiyah sent Amr ibn al-As, one of the cleverest political minds of the Arab world. The result was not even close. Amr outmaneuvered Abu Musa completely. The arbitration ended in confusion. The verdict was muddled, and the damage to Ali's authority was severe. A faction of Ali's own supporters was so disgusted that they broke away entirely. These were the Kharijites. They declared both Ali and Muawiyah illegitimate, and they went to war against everyone. Ali had gone from fighting one enemy to fighting two. Ali dealt with the Kharijites at the Battle of Nahrawan. He crushed them, but at a cost nobody had calculated. Many of the Kharijites had been Ali's most devoted soldiers, his true believers. Killing them demotivated his army. The morale collapsed. The will to fight evaporated. When Ali called his troops for one final march on Syria, they did not come. The Kufans were tired, disillusioned, done. And while Ali waited for an army that would never fully assemble, Muawiyah moved fast. He seized Egypt, he seized the Hijaz, he sent raiders deep into Ali's territory. Ali's empire shrank province by province. Then in 661 AD, Ali was assassinated and Muawiyah became Caliph of the entire Muslim world. Here is what makes this story so painful. Ali did not lose because he was weak. He lost because he was too good for the game he was playing. Every single decision he made was defensible. Morally, religiously, constitutionally, he was right almost every time. But Muawiyah understood something Ali refused to accept. Politics does not always reward the righteous, it rewards the ruthless. Muawiyah used Ali's own principles against him. He used the Quran to stop the battle. He used the idea of justice to justify a rebellion. He used Ali's constitutional constraints as weapons, and it worked. This is not a story about good versus evil. It is a story about idealism versus realpolitik. And it is a story that keeps repeating itself in every era, in every corner of the world, right up to today.